Hey guys, good morning. Craig Rapihana here again. One of the topics that I really want to talk about is China. Okay, talking with your manufacturers, getting your team in place, and just really being organized and trying to avoid being disorganized and trusting the people that you have in place because when you think about manufacturing, you think about the money that you're putting into this, you really get attached, you really get emotional about it. And before you know it, you start valuing your money and making sure that no one's wasting it or anything like that. So when you go to China and you talk with, let's say, you find an inspection person, guy or girl. Typically, a lot of girls do good inspections, have reports. And let's say you have a friend or trading partner that can basically do the negotiations and in the Chinese language and lingo for you. But here's one thing is that when I first went to China, it was good. You had one vision, but what happened was, you tend to talk. Well, I was talking in the visions of what we were doing over the next year or 2 years, and I quickly realized they weren't getting it, and I'm like, why? Why aren't these guys getting it? Are they stubborn, or they just don't want to? They don't want to listen, or what's going on? Because there was just stupid emails were coming back and forth, and I'm like, this, and I quickly realized, I'm like, oh, okay, they don't know the whole business plan, they don't know the whole vision. So I really had to break it down like we do on television, where we have to communicate at a third or fourth or fifth grade education at the max, because we've got a lot going on in this world, and it's really hard for people to really understand you sometimes, or take it in. So I ran into the trouble of communicating step by step, and it was only for the fact that one of my good friends who's working with me in China right now basically said, "Hey man, got to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep all that other crap off there. Don't explain too much. You're explaining it to them from an operations level versus and a visions level versus just like, hey, I want A plus B plus C in a package and done. So we quickly changed things around and said, okay, here's our goal. Here's our proposal. We want to do 4 orders, and we want to have them over the next 4 months. Here's what they are. Here's the design. Here's the packaging. Here's what we want to have on the shipping mark. And that was the way to go. It was clean. It was simple. It was easy, because just as much as you have a relationship and a trust level, and you don't want to burn that bridge, just as much as I don't want to burn any bridges or give or have any complications with any person you contact with. You want to say, protect your reputation, protect your trust, protect your how you communicate, and you don't want to be you don't want people to think of you're disorganized or you're over organized or anything like that. And so we keep it clean, we keep it clear, and we keep it simple, and it's just the way to go. Because in China, there's one thing that I quickly learned about how they communicate with inside their circle. Because you can have my guy who's a lot older, and then you can have a younger person who does the same job. The older person with more experience, whether that's 30 years or let's say 30 years against someone who's got 25 years, they'll always take the advice of the 30-year-old guy. Whoever's got more experience, more years in the business, he always trumps over everyone. So you want to have your inspection person younger, who they're not really going to pay attention to anyway, but she's going to completely beat them up. and then have your main guy or your main girl as a lot older than the reps for the companies or the manufacturing personnel, because they'll show that seniority. But keep it very, very clean. Keep it very, very simple instructions, because if they feel that you're disorganized, they'll hold off, because they know that you're going to change your mind and you're going to wonder why I don't have this amount of product and why is my product not on the water. And it'll be basically, we thought you were going to change your mind again, or we thought you are doing new packaging, or we need you to sign this off. So avoid that. Keep your communication clean, easy, simple, and make a decision. And we're all famous for it. We all change our minds as I think as we more we speak, the more we think, oh yeah, that sounds stupid, or that didn't sound right. So, if you've got to write it down on the wall or put it on a whiteboard, like I have whiteboards in the office here, and just sit on it for a couple of days and say, okay, this is really what I want to do. This is what I want. This is how I want to do it. Okay, yep, I'm comfortable with that. I want to place the orders. I want to do this, and I want to bring it in. And then they know that you're simple. You're easy. Hey, you're in order. This guy orders, no problem, no problem, no problem. That's what they like, because every person is trying to jam orders into everyone's throats over there, and they're just picking and choosing which is less stress, which is less hassle. So be that person. So that's my spin on China. That's my spin on communication. We all learn. I've been there, man. I've overspoke there and underspoke, and you quickly learn. So it's all about clean, simple, and easy. All right, mate, guys. Take it easy. Bye.